Do you know what silence equals death really means? I'm Dr. Eric Cervini, and welcome to Quarantini. In 1986, a New York-based art director named Avram Finkelstein had been part of a support and consciousness-raising group of 6 gay men who were coping with the AIDS crisis and government inaction. Between them, they knew hundreds of men who had died of the virus, and Finkelstein's boyfriend himself had just recently died. Inspired by the Art Workers Coalition and the Guerrilla Girls Feminist Art Collective, and also by suggestions by conservative commentators that people with HIV/AIDS should be branded on their buttocks with tattoos, the group decided to use an icon, the triangle used by the Nazis to label homosexuals in concentration camps. They changed the color from pale pink to fuchsia, and to mobilize others in the LGBTQ+ community. To get them to join the fight against the government's own silence, they settled on a motto: silence equals death. And in February 1987, the 6 men, calling themselves the Silence Equals Death Project, printed the poster and had it pasted on walls across gay neighborhoods. And a few weeks later, a new organization called the AIDS Coalition to Unleash Power, or ACT UP, was born. The Silence Equals Death Project allowed ACT UP to adopt their poster, and on April 15th, 1987, exactly 33 years ago, it appeared for the first time at an ACT UP demonstration. Activists appeared before a giant line in front of New York's main post office, where residents were waiting to submit their tax returns. News crews covering the tax story had no choice but to include the demonstrators in their new poster, launching Silence Equals Death into its place in history. Today, as we face yet another virus ravaging our loved ones, in the face of a government incompetent and not acting, Silence Equals Death is more relevant and more important than ever before. So tonight, raise a glass to Avram Finkelstein and the rest of the Silence Equals Death collective. We owe them one. I'm Dr. Eric Cervini, and that was a sip of history. See you tomorrow on Quarantini.